Something big just shifted in Samsung's world, and it's not just another spec bump. We're talking about a chip that might finally silence years of jokes about Exynos, because the Exynos 2600 isn't just catching up. It might be overtaking Snapdragon. The first benchmark results are in, and they're honestly shocking. After years of lagging behind, Samsung's new processor is suddenly putting up numbers that rival Qualcomm's latest Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, and in some tests, even beating it. That's not a small deal. That's history in the making. Hey everyone, welcome back, Sam here. If you enjoy deep dives into the latest Samsung leaks and tech surprises, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more weekly updates. Alright, let's dive in because what's happening right now could change Samsung's entire strategy for 2026. So here's where it gets wild. The Exynos 2600 has officially surfaced on Geekbench, and the scores 3,455 for single-core and 11,621 for multi-core are blowing minds. The test device was running Android 16, confirming that this isn't a prototype anymore. It's real and it's ready. Even Ice Universe, who's usually Samsung's harshest critic, reacted with a simple good, and when that guy says good, it usually means Samsung has pulled off something impressive. The new Exynos 2600 is built with a prime core running at 3.8 GHz, 6 mid-performance cores at 2.76 GHz, and 3 high-efficiency cores at 3.26 GHz. Translation? Samsung finally figured out the perfect balance between raw performance and power management, something it struggled with for years. And here's where it gets interesting. Samsung's reportedly planning to use the Exynos 2600 in around 30% of all Galaxy S26 units next year, focusing mainly on South Korea, but depending on how things go, we might see Samsung go all in globally. Mass production has already started, which means the company clearly believes this chip is ready for prime time. Now, let's talk about the device that'll carry this powerhouse, the Galaxy S26 Ultra. The leaks just keep getting better. One of the most trusted sources claims that Samsung is introducing what they call the best display ever put on a phone. It's said to be 35% brighter, 40% more efficient, and 60% cooler than before. That's not marketing fluff. That's a new display technology built on Samsung's M14 OLED panel with co-color on encapsulation tech. And it gets even crazier. Samsung has developed a new feature called Flex Magic Pixel, which slightly hides your display from side angles, perfect for keeping nosy people from peeking at your screen. On the bus or in a meeting, the Galaxy S26 Ultra will be thinner and lighter too, just 7.9mm and 217 grams, with refined curves and smoother chamfered edges that make it easier to hold. The new raised camera island replaces those floating rings, giving it a cleaner and more premium look. The S Pen even got a small redesign with a curved tip that fits perfectly into the frame, a small detail, but one that screams refinement under the hood. Samsung is finally addressing battery and charging complaints. The same 5,000 mAh battery is still here, but now paired with 600 wired charging and 205 magnetic wireless charging. Think MagSafe but faster and better integrated. That means you could go from 0 to 70% in around 25 minutes, something Samsung users have been begging for. And thanks to the new Exynos 2600, battery efficiency is reportedly up by nearly 20%. So yeah, that long-lasting power Samsung kept promising, it might finally be real. But here's the part that might actually redefine smartphones: AI. Samsung is preparing a wave of new Galaxy AI tools that feel straight out of the future. We're talking about a meeting assistant that translates real-time conversations, a clipboard that auto-summarizes or searches your copied text, and an AI writer that crafts perfect social media posts just from your photos. It even includes a touch assistant that translates or organizes on-screen text while you're scrolling. That's not just convenience, that's Samsung turning your phone into a real digital assistant. Now, you might be wondering, is this Samsung's comeback moment? Honestly, it looks like it. The Galaxy S26 lineup is shaping up to be their boldest move in years, not just because of the design or specs, but because of confidence. For the first time since 2022, Samsung seems ready to trust its own Exynos chip inside its top-tier flagship, and that alone says a lot. If the Exynos 2600 performs as the early benchmarks suggest, Samsung won't just compete with Snapdragon, it'll dominate the conversation. Of course, there's one twist. Rumors say the Galaxy S26 Ultra's launch might slip from January to March 2026, but the price will reportedly remain the same at $1,299. Samsung's playing the long game here. More testing, more polish, and possibly more surprises before the big reveal. So yeah, something tells me 2026 might be the year. Exynos stops being a punchline and starts being the main event. What do you think? Would you actually buy an Exynos-powered Galaxy if it matched or beat Snapdragon? Drop your thoughts below and I'll feature some of your best comments in the next video. Until then, stay tuned because the leaks are just getting started.